and the screen is visible to all of you guys. Hello, the timing of BRBL will be always 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Hello, Nirmal sir, how are you? Okay, so class, I hope so. You people have taken the English medium crash course. My session will be start from today. Today is the orientation class plus a regular class. Okay, so BRBL subject timing will be always 10 to 11 p.m. Okay, that is the last session of the day, and the course will be go at least at 30th of November. Okay, it's a crash course. We will cover each and every concept. In English medium also we will cover each and every concept. Is that okay? Now, and one thing more class, from 15th of November also your case studies plus power pack revision batch is going to be start. So if you are a new student, you have not enrolled in a crash course, so you can enroll in the case study plus power pack revision batch, which is going to be start from 15th of November, and the coupon code will be same, that is Y391 for the maximum discount up to 80%. Is that okay? Now, let's start the session. So first of all, class, this is the orientation class. So first of all, we will discuss the syllabus of your BRBL subject. First of all, the BRBL subject is what? If we say it's a legal subject, it's a law subject. So what is law? Anyone class? Yes, it's a two-way interactive class. You have to participate in my session. So my first question is, what is law in your opinion? Yes, Nirmal sir. What is law? Because this BRBL subject is nothing but this is totally a law subject, right? So what do you mean by the term law? The law is a new term, or you people already know that what is law? I always used to say that law is nothing but a common sense and logic. So whatever we will study in this session, everything will be, you can just relate it to the business of the bank. So law is nothing but basically the rules and regulations that we follow. Suppose if we are going to the restaurant, if we are going to any school, if we are going to any college, you people are also working in a particular bank. So what? You all are following the rules and regulation. For the school, different rule and regulation is there. For the college, different rules and regulations. For the bank, different rules and regulation is there. So that's why this is very important subject and a very scoring subject. You can easily get 70 plus marks, but the condition is that you have to follow my wordings. Whatever I will teach you in the class, you have to learn every concept. So one paid class plus YouTube session, you will absolutely crack your paper. Is that okay? Now, so class, first of all, in BRBL subject, there are four modules. Module D, C, it's a B, it's a A. DC cover, if I say DC cover, 70 plus marks in your BRBL subject plus BA cover 30% marks. So if you want to achieve 70 plus marks in the BRBL subject, just learn all the concept of C and D module, because C and D cover total 19 acts, and total in BRBL subject 25 act is there. So you have to learn the concept of 25 act. And what is act? That is the law. So government have a three organ, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. So legislature who make law, executive who implement law, and judiciary who just give justice. So legislature, it include the parliament, and parliament means Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha, and Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and this is your last. When president will sign, then any law come into picture. So the main work of legislature is to make law. That's it. Is that okay? So this is the important and the scoring module. Now let's start with the module D. Module D is very much important. Module D contain total 9 acts. So first of all, you have to see the particular act of each module. Then we will start this act. So first is Indian Contract Act 1872. So we have to study the rules and regulations of a particular act. If I'm saying act na class, so act means everything is written in a point wise terms, and this point wise in legal way it is called section. So in every act there is a section, section 1, section 2, section 3, etc. So section means the point wise thing that is written in the particular act. Okay, so Indian contract, we have to study about the rules and regulations of contract. Sales of Goods Act, Indian Partnership Act, right? Whatever the thing that I'm highlighting now, it means you have to study the rules and regulations of that part. The Company Act 2013, Limited Liability Partnership Act, Transfer of Property Act, Right to Information Act 2005, Information Technology Act 2000, and Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. So these are the 9 acts that we have to study in Module D. So again, I will say Module D is an important part. Okay, then Module C. Module C is again important and the scoring module, and it contains total 10 acts. So that's why I'm saying focus on C and D. Your syllabus will be covered. The first is Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. What is this? It's a Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021. Second, it's a Micro, Small, Medium Enterprise Development Act. So as you already know that whatever the act which I am just explaining you, okay, so each particular word contains some meaning. So if I'm saying the Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, so it means we have to study the rules and regulations of the Ombudsman. Ombudsman is a particular authority where complaints will come. Micro, medium, small enterprise, basically the people who belong from the rural area also manufacture and produce and give the services. So the rules and regulations are written here. Next is SURFACI Act, that without intervention of the court, how bank and financial institution can take money. Next is Recovery of Debt and Bankruptcy Act. Then Introduction to the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891, what evidence the bank have to present. The Legal Service Authority Act 1987, in which we have to study about the Lok Adalat. Consumer Protection Act 2019, and the Law of Limitation and Tax Law. So these are the 10 acts in Module C that we have to study. Okay, once you get all the act now, you can easily understand which portion is important and what we have to study. Then class Module B. Module B contain 4 acts and 3 conceptual class. So first of all, what are the 4 acts? Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999, Payment and Settlement System Act 2007. So these are the 4 acts that we have to study. After that, Law Relating to Security Part 1, Law Relating to Security Part 2, Creation, Registration and Satisfaction of Charge. So these are the 3 chapters that we have to study in the Module B. And I think by just reading the name of the act, you can easily understand that what rules and regulations we have to study. Because if I'm saying act means the rules and regulations of that particular thing. Okay. And the last one is your Module A, Regulation and Compliance. So in regulation and compliance, basically 2 acts are there. So Module D 9 act, Module C 10, Module B 4, Module A 2 act. So total 25 act is there. Just count, 25 act is there. So Module A, Regulation and Compliance. So Module A contain 2 act. The first is Banking Regulation Act 1949, and the second is your Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Banking Regulation Act 1949 and Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. This thing we have to study. Is that okay, class? Banking Regulation Act and Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. These two acts we have to study in this particular act. Now see what are the chapter of these two acts. So the chapter is, as you can see, that legal framework of regulation of bank, control over organization of bank, regulation of banking business, return inspection, winding up, merger, acquisition, and NBFC. So these are the topic of module A. That's it, class. Now we are going to start a session from module D. So first of all, tell me, class, any doubt till now? Because right now we have just discussed all the act of your modules. Anji, class. Please tell me, any doubt till now? Ma'am and sir, any doubt till now? Please tell me, class. Yes? Any doubt, class? Yes, Nirmal sir, any doubt? Now we are going to start module D. First act is Indian Contract Act 1872. Okay? So class, Indian Contract Act, the word contract is nothing. Suppose if we are going to school, if we are going to college, if we are doing a job, if we are going to restaurant to eat. So whatever we are going, in which from both sides the person is giving and taking. Suppose if I am just going to school for admission, so school is taking admission fee and they are giving me the teaching services. So there is a something for something from both sides. So if we are going to restaurant, if we are watching movie, if we are going to school, college, etc., if you are working in a bank, you people are giving services, then the salary is coming in your account. So what is this? These are the example of contract. So this is your Indian Contract Act. So and you people have also taken the paid batch. So the paid batch is also what? The paid batch is also this one. So class, this particular act come into picture in first day of September 1872. It applied to whole India. It applied to whole India. This particular Indian Contract Act, okay, that is divided into two parts. The first is general principle of contract. The second is special principle of contract. So today I will teach you the general principle of contract, and tomorrow I will teach you the special principle of contract. Special means something special is there, and general means basic thing. Basic things are there in the general principle of contract. That's it. Okay. So now let's start. Now see class 1 to 7. So see there, yeah, one more thing. In your BRBL subject now, if you just say me that, ma'am, what types of question come in your exam? So one-liner question, case study question, paragraph-based question, section-based question, without option question, act of the year will be asked, whatever. So that's why if I say you general principle of contract, so section 1 to 75 contain general principle of contract, and section 124 to 238 contain the special principle of contract. Now my question is, where is section 76 to 123? That is missing, and 239 to 266 is missing. These two parts are missing. See, this one 76 to 123 and 239 to 266, these sections are missing. So missing means these sections are removed from the Indian Contract Act, and two acts come into picture. The first one is the Partnership Act 1932, and the second is Sales of Good Act 1930. So these two portions have been removed from the act and two act come into picture, and these two act are the part of your syllabus. So Indian Partnership Act also and the Sales of Good Act also we have to study. That's it. Is that okay? Now class. Now the formula of contract. So suppose if you people are you have taken the paid class. Suppose this is Nirmal sir. Nirmal sir, you have taken the paid class from Adda 24/7, right? You have taken the this from Adda 24/7. So Nirmal sir, you are offering to Adda 24/7 that I want CIB crash course, which is already started, and I want a BRBL subject only. Adda is accepting, okay, Nirmal sir, we are accepting your offer, but for that thing, you have to pay me that much of amount for that particular this. So when offer is accepted, that is equal to promise. When offer is accepted, that is equal to promise. Okay? Promise in legal term, it's called agreement. Promise in the law term, it is called agreement, and we have to study only the legal agreement. Legal agreement means where law will be enforced. Law enforced means the party have right to file the case. Party have right to file the case. This is called law enforceability. Suppose, Nirmal sir, you have just given the rupees for that paid class to Adda 24/7, and Adda 24/7 is not showing you the classes. So in that case, you can file the case. So in the legal agreement, you have a right to file the case, and this is called contract. So the money and the teaching services is the consideration from both parties. Money and this teaching services by Adda is the consideration. That is something for something. In every contract, there must be something for something from the both side. This is called contract. A very simple definition to understand what is contract clause. Is that okay? The agreement can be, if I say the agreement can be social or domestic. The agreement can be social and domestic. The agreement can be religious also, but you cannot file the case. But you can file the case in the legal agreement. So legal agreement means one party have right to file the case. That's it. So this is the very simple definition of Indian Contract Act. Now tell me class, any doubt in this formula? Anji class, any doubt in this formula? Please tell me. Yes, class, any doubt in this particular case? Please tell me. Yes, class, any doubt, any doubt, any doubt? Okay, Nirmal sir? That's great. Class, just a minute, okay? Just give me a 2 minute. Just a minute. To break the totally a void agreement, the contract cannot be come into picture. It's a void agreement, and this why cannot take back the money. Why cannot take back the money? That is the decision of this one. That is the decision of this one. That's it. Is that okay, class? So this is very important case. Mohari Bivi versus Dharmodash case. This is the landmark case in which it was held that any agreement done by the minor is void ab initio. What I am saying? It is void ab, that is initio. That's it. Void ab initio. So this is very much important, class. Is that okay? This case is very much important. Again, I'm saying the court held that the agreement, if you have done with a minor, that agreement is a void agreement. Okay. And the next, why cannot take refund from minor? That was a decision of this one. Okay. That was a decision of this case. Void ab initio. See, it's a legal term. Void ab. It's a legal term, Shivajan sir. Okay, it means void from the very beginning. Okay, so void agreement always, it's an agreement. It is not a contract. So void agreement always, void means which have a null, no effect. So void agreement also which have a no effect. That is the, it means void from the very beginning. Void means no existence. It's a null. Is that okay, Shivajan sir? It's a legal term. It's a legal word. Void ab initio. Initio means starting. Void means no existence. Okay? So from initially, no existence of that agreement. That's it. So class, if any agreement is done by minor, unsound person, person disqualified by law, that is called the void one. And now this is a famous case. Plaintiff, the owner of a bar, having, see, if I just say you the one word to learn, welfare possible husband and wife. This is your minor case. Okay. And this is liquor. Just a way to understand. A liquor. Okay. Is that okay, class? Now, this case, plaintiff is the owner of a bar and having license to sell the liquor, transfer the management of bar and liquor sale to the defendant who had no such license. Is that okay? Defendant means who have done the wrongful act. Plaintiff who just filed the case. Okay. So the plaintiff have transferred the management, but if the plaintiff know that the defendant don't have a license, so why he transferred? So the court held that transferring business and the sale of liquor to a person without license, which is prohibited by law and cannot be enforced. That is very much important. That is very much important. Is that okay, class? Done, class? Is that okay? Fine? Good? Okay, that's cool. Now, again, a crisp point of essential points of valid contract. A crisp point, okay? The first is there must be two parties. There must be two parties. One is offerer, second is offering. Intention to create legal relationship. As we know that Balfour versus Balfour, no legal relationship is there. Fulfillment of legal formalities. Fulfillment of legal formalities. That's it. Certainty of the meaning. Certainty means that every contract there must be clarity between the parties. I want CIB crash course. So CIB crash course, that is a clarity that which batch I want. Okay. In contract, the thing should be possible. Possibility of performance must be there. Suppose if I say you, if you just touch the moon now, I will give you 10 lakh rupees. That is not possible. If it is not possible, you cannot do the contract. Okay. There must be agreement. Agreement must be legal one. Party should be free consent. If they are doing contract, they should be free consent. Competency of the party. It means the party should be plus 18, sound mind, not disqualified by law. There should be lawful consideration in contract and the legal object must be legal. Legal object must be legal. Of any contract, the object must be legal and the contract should not be void. So this is the crux of general principle of contract. That is important. Is that okay, class? So this is again very much important. Now please tell me any doubt. This is a crux of Indian Contract Act. This one, crux. Yes, class. Any doubt? Anji class, any doubt in this point? This is the crux of your Indian Contract Act. I'm also giving you the questions of today's session so that you can just easily do. Okay? Last box explain. Okay, sir. Last is not expressly declared to be void. So it means, sir, any contract should not be void and illegal by law. That is already written. Suppose if I say you, if you burn this house or if you take these drugs to that person, I will give you 1 lakh rupees. So, sir, taking drugs is illegal. That is prohibited by law. So, this is not called the valid contract. So, this is called not expressly declared to be void. That is important. Any more doubts, sir? Void means simply which have no existence. It's a null. Any doubt, class? Yes, any doubt, any doubt, any doubt? Okay, that's cool. Now, class, that is the last segment, that what is the relationship between the contract and the banking. First of all, let me give you the questions of general principle of contract. Just give me a 1 minute. Okay, general principle of contract. Vague means it's a not real. That is called vague, sir. Not real. Okay, sir, that is not real. That is called, it's a vague. It's a general principle of contract questions. Okay, general principle of contract question I have just sent you. Now, class, the relationship between the contract and banking. Is that okay? First is general relationship. Second is spatial relationship. Debtor creditor. Suppose if Nikita ma'am is a customer, Nikita ma'am is suppose taking loan from the bank. So if she taking loan, Nikita ma'am is debtor and the bank is creditor. That is the first relationship. If Nikita ma'am is depositing the money, so Nikita ma'am is creditor and the bank is debtor. So this is also called the relationship between bank and customer. So that is the two relationship. Now the next one is, class, as you can easily see, that the spatial relationship between bank and customer. So first of all, I will just write the name. First, trust. Second is bailment. Third is lease. Fourth is agency. Fifth is indemnity. Sixth is hypothecation. Seventh is pledge. Eighth is mortgage. It's a custodian, guarantor, and advisor. So first of all, from tomorrow, we will just start the spatial principle of contract. In spatial principle of contract, we will deal with bailment, agent and principal, indemnity holder and indemnifier, pledger and pledgee, and guarantor. So class, in spatial principle of contract, we will study these 5 concepts. So I will tell you these 5 concepts tomorrow. Is that okay? Suppose if I say pledger and pledgee. Nikita ma'am is taking 10 lakh loan from the bank and she is giving jewelry to the bank. If she is giving jewelry to the bank, it means jewelry is a movable property. So pledge means, first of all, you understand the term pledge. So pledge means if we are giving movable property as a security and you are taking loan, that is called pledge. Nikita ma'am is pledger, bank is pledgee. So this is your relationship, pledger and pledgee. So same thing, we will study about bailment, indemnity, agency, because these are the part of spatial principle of contract. Bailment, agency, indemnity, and guarantor. So 5 concepts tomorrow we will study. And rest of all, if we talk about the leasee and lessor, in TP Act we will study mortgager and mortgagee, In TP Act we will study, and hypothecation and hypothecacy we will study in the Surface Act. Because before understanding this relationship, we have to understand the terms also. And as an advisor and client, we just go to the bank to just take the advice. Is that okay? And bank also act as a custodian. Custodian means, suppose if we give anything to the bank, so bank just take care of our goods. So bank is also called as a custodian. That's it. And in the trustee and this, because these are not the, and that is not written in any particular act. Trustee and beneficiary, suppose Nikita ma'am is the owner, Nikita ma'am have an education trust, and X person is a trustee. X person is a trustee, and these are the beneficiary who are taking the education from my particular trust. Same thing, bank also act as a trustee and customer act as a beneficiary. So that's why for each term you have to know the particular meaning. That's it, class. So today we have finished the session. So this is my crash course. My subject start from today. The timing will be always 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. So do not forget to see the session. That's it. So thank you so much for attending the session. And if you have any doubt, you can please ask in a comment box also. Is that okay? We have a Telegram also, Brbl Caiib 2024. You just join the session also. Thank you so much, sir. Any more doubt? Any more doubt, class, in the Indian Contract Act? So tomorrow we will study the special principle of contract, in which we will study the 5 terms that is very much important. Is that okay? Thank you so much, class.